Alright, time now for my opening commentary. Now I know that there are many of you legions of Warrior Nation who wonder where I stand on some of the rather failed and sometimes radical policies and ideas, like Initiative 1631 for instance from a few years back, of our governor here in Washington State, Jay Inslee. Now, I've never been a fan of this radical leftist commie pinko, nor most of his pro-policies for that matter. In fact, that's why he was one of the first to be eliminated from contention during the most recent 2020 presidential campaign in which Joe Biden went on to become president, because mainstream America is not ready for some of his fanatical and rather extreme policies. And while I do applaud him for standing up to Donald Trump during the onset of the pandemic, I do have but one issue to bring up. Why, Governor, are you not in favor of granting essential workers, including grocery store employees like myself, in which I speak as one of tonight, their rightful entitlement to statewide hazard pay? All of us could sure as hell use it right now, don't you think? Well, plain and simple, it's because Comrade Inslee is such a total, egotistical, self-centered control freak who wants to dictate how we conduct our everyday lives, knowing that as long as he holds total, absolute power, that we will be forced to put up with this radical left crap. Now, I know that I might become the subject matter of a future Brian Tyler Cohen video, and while the publicity of being mentioned on one would be nice, this commentary is actually meant to bring up some of his failed and even extreme leftist policies, in which have been criticized by politicians on both sides of the aisle, such as his most recent plastic bag ban, in which he eliminates plastic bags for retail outlets like grocery stores. And while I think that part is great because we could use a lot less litter around the streets, of course, the problem I have with that is that he wants to gouge us out of 8 cents plus tax for every paper bag that we get our groceries bagged in. In fact, that's even 3 cents more than some cities like Seattle and here in Port Townsend did with ours. Now that I have a bit of a problem with. We're already getting stretched thin enough with high food prices and gas prices, so why add this along with it? Also, we happen to be one of the most taxed states in the union. In fact, here in Washington State, we happen to have a tax for just about almost everything, including one of the highest gas taxes in the country, as well as a beverage tax, in which they even tax you for water. Can you believe that? As well as many others. Tax, tax, tax. And I thought the British were bad enough when it came to that crap. There are also other extreme leftist policies in which he claims are meant to, quote, unquote, protect the environment, in which actually lead to massive losses of jobs and put many areas in rural and eastern Washington on the verge of absolute ruin and total bankruptcy. Now, all of you know by now how much I happen to despise Republicans. But right about now, anybody else, and I don't care what political party they come from at this point, would be a far better choice. Now, just take a look at a photo of the face of Jay Inslee. He has the makeup of a communist dictator, don't you think? Like as if he's secretly working for the Soviet Union. That's right, the CCCP, the Russians. I say our state is better dead than red. And with that in mind, I believe the time has come now to end the radical left communist regime of this idiot Gromyko Gorbachev wannabe, and to recall Governor Comrade Jay Inslee right now. What do you think? I'm Ray Jackson, and that's my 2 cents. And if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to check out my other 2 YouTube channels, Big HMW TV and the Atari Report. You'll find those in the featured channels list at the bottom of this particular channel's homepage. Big HMW TV, the Atari Report, and the official Ray Jackson YouTube channel, all proud parts of the Big HMW network of websites.